been exploring and developing a learning design that's called SLOWMATION. SLOWMATION's an abbreviation for slow animation.
Slow motion we use as a technique for kids to look at a concept in a different way. We find that it allows the kids to look at key stages and key ideas in more detail, and the key part for us is getting the kids to slow their thinking down.
The main focus has been in science at a junior level, but we've started to extend the focus to English and to mathematics from year 7 through to year 10. We're trying to promote the idea of breaking the thinking up into different stages, and the first stage involves visualising the thinking and trying to give the kids an opportunity to get down what it is that they know.
Well, we've got skin cells and blood cells, and then there's brain cells.
Brain cells, yeah.
The second stage involves then taking that knowledge, those ideas, those questions, and then translating them and visually representing them as chunks.
So the chunking is putting your big question, your main idea, into smaller parts, breaking it down, which then allows the kids to think about each idea more critically.
So really by the time they've finished the chunking stage, what they have is a visual representation of their knowledge and their understanding and their ideas, a linguistic representation of the facts, words, labels that they can use to help with their visual representation, and an explanation or a narrative that'll accompany that as an extra feature of that. Then the last part is, okay, now let's actually make that. In this case we use Play-Doh because it's flexible and it's easy and there's a little bit of fun involved as well. And it's about not creating something realistic but creating something that is a snapshot, it's representative.
This is a part of a DNA, it's like a small bit. And in here the multicoloured bits are all cells.
The other idea that we're trying to promote is that you don't need sophisticated studios or animation suites. Really all you need is a very clear sense of the purpose. Why do we want the kids to make this film? What are they trying to demonstrate? And really you need a tripod, a digital camera, some basic equipment like perhaps Play-Doh and some other bits and pieces that the kids can use as far as materials, and a willingness and know-how. You know, some kids take anything from 50 photos to a couple of hundred photos. Once they've got that, pretty much the film is made, and the last part is really sitting down at the computer. We use Movie Maker, and the kids then import all of their pictures into Movie Maker and then sequence them. Let's call it.
So I reckon about 3 seconds.
Yeah.
There are a lot of animations that are made for kids, so kids become consumers of animation. Now I think there's much more powerful learning in the kids actually being the creators of the animation, and the process that happens inside and the discussions and the teaching and the thinking. We could quite easily go in and tell the kids about cells, but I suppose the philosophy underpinning this process is that teaching is not telling, that the kids need to be involved. By this process and the promotion of the idea of slowing things right down, I really see the potential for this to be an exciting way of using technology as a way of really helping kids generate new knowledge and new understanding about particular concepts and topics.
This is what a cell looks like.
This is the nucleus. It is not actually the cell, but it contains the cell.
This pink bit here is the outer part of the cell. Surrounding is a wall which protects the cell.
This is the water. When a cell dies, the water dries up.
Cells can be, and mostly are, irregular in shape.
Cells are irregular because the walls of the cells are soft.
Cells all have different purposes. For example, some cells carry nutrients and some can carry oxygen.
It doesn't matter what shape or size it is.
There are many different cells in DNA.
This is the DNA system. If something happened to the cells in the DNA, such as the cells dying of a heart attack,
The DNA would break and the cells would be dead.
If the DNA was to break, the cells will not be able to carry oxygen or nutrients around the body, so this would affect the human's health.
The end.